What? Wait, whoa. How the hell did I go had someone's already on there? Catherine Blaze, your message was retracted. Whoa, I've never seen that before. Catherine, all right, I'm screenshotting that. Catherine Blaze, message retracted. I saw that one time before, and they were talking about. What were they talking about? Catherine, how are you on my channel before I even went live? It just said that your shit got detracted. It said your shit got retracted. How were you on that? I don't know. As soon as I 9:34, it's 10:34 here. It's about 11 o'clock here. Are you new, Catherine? When did you subscribe, hon? That was just very weird that you were automatically viewing my content when I uploaded, and it retracted you. First of all, as soon as I turned my phone on, I saw you there. It automatically retracted something from whatever you said. I'm going to have to go back into my studio creator later and see exactly what you said, Catherine, because it says the message is retracted. And that was at 10:34. The first message of this video was retracted by YouTube. They didn't like whatever Catherine said. Catherine seems to be new. Catherine seems to be a new subscriber. They didn't like what Catherine had to say, so they retracted it from her and or him. I don't know nowadays. I don't want to go like all crazy, like you don't want to like a gender pronoun anybody or whatever the hell they call it. But I've seen this before, in not only in my channel, where my channel I actually have to release comments. There was a lot of comments on my Vegas videos where you actually have to release them to the public so they actually see. And you have to go into your studio creator, you go into spam, and certain people's channels will be spammed, where you actually have to release their comments onto your channel, which is absolutely ridiculous. It's like, you're accepting, like, no. Like, just let them comment what they want to comment. Do not hold them. And that's that whole situation and state that I was in for the longest time. The longest time I was in a state where I would get no likes, no comments. I would get nothing back on comments that I had, which is ridiculous because everybody comments on your comment all the time, no matter what channel you're on. It doesn't matter if it's the smallest channel in the world. Like, you will comment on a comment. That happens. So as soon as I went live, I saw that Catherine... Thank you, Catherine. Let me look. She subscribed a couple days ago. Okay. Catherine, seems like you're cutting out really bad. It was me, not them, that retracted it myself. Oh, okay. All right, well, hey, that happens too. That happens too. I've had comments that were on live that when I went back into the live stream, I watched the live stream, and YouTube retracted it. So maybe you just deleted the comment because you made a mistake. That happens. But actually, it also happens to where you actually make you don't have to make mistakes. You say something like, what did someone say? They were talking about the pineal gland. And they were talking about adrenochrome. I forgot exactly who said it, and if I say that now, and that's gonna mess my video up. But someone put that into text, and they said the blah blah blah, and adrenal, yeah, and it took it out, and I was watching it back, and I was looking, and I'm like, why does that say retracted? So I like clicked on the person's link, and then I was able to release it. So like nobody saw it during live because YouTube decided that they wanted to like censor the shit, which is absolutely ridiculous. It's like, no, nobody censors anything but me if I wish to, and I don't want to censor anything. But I'm saying, like, how are they like telling people to like censor these certain words? It just doesn't make sense. All right. Your comment live was cut out. I remember that. Oh yes, that was you. Yes, that was you. That was you, Adrienne. That was months ago. That was you. I had to go in my Studio Creator and hit accept to like approve your comment, and it's like, wait, what? That's crazy. That's crazy. Like, why would I have to retract things that you say? Like, what's the point of that? Like, so you said adrenochrome. Obviously, that hits a nerve, right? Obviously, that hits a nerve. Obviously, that hits a nerve. All right, so I just wanted to thank you guys again so much for like everything y'all have done. Y'all are amazing. If you guys saw the did you guys see how stiff and dead the Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer were, like at that podium? I think that was the creepiest thing I've ever seen in my life. That was like really, really creepy. And both of them have stumped for border walls like 2 or 3 years ago. Well, the issue is that it wasn't a big issue because they didn't think they would have someone in like Donald Trump. They never thought they would have someone in like Donald Trump, that they would have to actually bring in all these illegal immigrants, right? They don't want the illegal immigrants on the 2020 census, because if they have illegal immigrants on the 2020 census, then that means it actually zones out certain law. Well, look, senators, the more people you have in your jurisdiction as senators, the more senators you have to have, right? I think I don't know the exact amount, but it's like every 100,000 people you have to have one senator or something like that, all right? Don't quote me on that like perfectly, but every certain amount of people you have in certain counties, you have to have a certain senator, all right? So if they continue to bring in these people, if they continue to bring in a certain amount of people, they will have to have more senators. What they're trying to do is they're trying to overrun the Electoral College, which is what they're trying to abolish right now. They do not want the Electoral College now. Now they don't want it. They don't want it because it didn't favor them. It didn't win for them. It didn't give them their Hillary presidency. So they want that, all right? The Electoral College was built so people in mass areas like New York City, California, Louisiana, Miami didn't vote our president in, all right? That's what it did, all right? So we don't have that. To be honest with you, like 2 years ago, I would have thought the same thing. Like, hey, the mass population votes for a president, then we should get that president. But now, knowing what I know and seeing what I see, I realize that is not the smart way to go. That's not the way to go. You don't go that way. You don't go that way. So they're trying to make that not happen now. They're trying to make that not happen. So not only that, all right? So you got Nancy and Chuck Schumer out there in the press talking about how border security isn't a big issue. It's not a big issue. Even though Chuck Schumer said illegal immigrants are a grave problem, blah, 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 blah. We've all seen everything that he said about illegal immigrants and the wall. I want a wall. Yeah, they don't want a wall now, do they? Because they thought that Hillary was going to be president. They didn't think that there was going to be a Trump, right? So they all spout that nonsense off, just like Obama spout the nonsense off about illegal immigrant, and they all call him the deporter-in-chief. Do you know that he didn't deport nobody? They call him the deporter-in-chief. Deporting people, actually you have to deport them back to their country. Deporting people does not deport them into our country. That's what Obama did. He deported them on buses into our country, not out of our country. That's not deporting people. You don't deport people in our country. Yeah, so we got that, and now they're all pissed off because Trump actually says, "Oh, hold up." We got Snoop Dogg wearing beanies. He's wearing a beanie that says, "Make America Snow Again." What does that mean? What does that mean? Make America snow again? Does that mean that there's cocaine trails getting cut off because our border's a little more protected now? Is that what that means? What does that mean? Make America snow again? Because you know goddamn well when our borders get cut off, the cocaine get transferred over. They all say it comes through our port of entries. It does not. All right. There is no way that you can tactically calculate how much is actually getting over our unchecked borders. You can't. You can't say that there's more coming through our borders than our borders that are unchecked. You can't say that. You absolutely can't say that. What does Snoop Dogg's, what does his beanie say? His beanie says, "Make America Snow Again." Is Trump doing something with human trafficking? Did he actually create an executive order that has something to do with human trafficking? What about that January 1st executive order that has to go? What about that January 1st executive order? Military tribunals. I don't know. I don't know. I don't follow Q too much. I listen to what he has to say. I don't follow it. But what has to, I don't know. What has to happen with that? Other than that, oh my God. I don't know. There's just so much going on right now, y'all. All right, so what do you think? Yup, buffering. You can't hear me. Okay, I left and came back. YouTube seems to be buffering you only today on my end. Nancy and Chuck are not facing reality. They're not facing reality. They're like robots. They were the creepiest robots I've ever seen. Snoop is a piece of work. He's definitely a piece of work. Show again. Working. What's up, Pete? What's up, Pete? What's up, man? Yeah, so yeah, it's the craziest. Oh my God, Roscoe's Illuminati. What the hell? I don't know. I guess that's my most clickbait title ever. You're cutting out really bad. You, me, them. I retracted myself. I'm sorry that you retracted. I'm sorry, but that's happened before. All right. All right, so, oh my God, they were like super creepy, super creepy, super creepy. All right, so what they have done recently is disgusting. All right, because all of them, including Barack Obama, has actually stumped for national security. And what's ridiculous is that only at this time have they completely gone against it. So why is the reason they've completely gone against this? Is this because we actually have someone in office right now like Trump that actually cares to lock our borders down? Because before, you'd hear Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer talk about border walls. They talk about this and that and how they would secure our border. Anything that nowadays would be considered racist on their part. Do you think that they were only doing that because they knew their party was safe? Do you think that they only did that because they knew their party was on the road to, they had so much control that Hillary was going to be our president? Is that the reason why you think they talked that way? I would like to get your recognition on that. I think that's the reason why they did that, to be honest with you, because nobody had any clue that Trump was going to win. And this is the thing that keeps getting me about Trump being an insider and stuff. I mean, God, I really wish that I really hope he ain't. I really hope he ain't. But there are so many people against this guy. There are so many people against this guy. I don't know. I truly don't know. But when I see Chuck and Nancy, and I see Chuck Schumer talking 3 years ago, or like 2010, about the border wall and illegal immigrants, I start thinking like, hey, yeah, why are they just talking about this now? Now they have an issue, right? Now they have an issue. There's an issue. There's an issue of why people can't come across our border. Really? Really? Yeah, because our border is, and they do not care to fund any wall. They don't care to fund anything. If you've watched the videos I've watched, you've watched miles of border that are unsecured. Miles of border that are unsecured. Nobody, nobody is out there. Sometimes you actually have military personnel. I think I uploaded a video that actually go and watch their border. They actually go and watch that border. And there are people they catch. I was watching Alex Jones. Alex Jones showed a video of people who were crossing with pistols and rifles at the ready in military garb. Who's watching that? Is that on the is that on the news? No, it's not on the news. They had pistols and they're crossing over these farmers' land who had videos mounted up. That's not mounted. That's not mounted. All right, y'all. I just want to thank y'all again. I love y'all so much, so much. Born a Hawkeye. If y'all care to help whatsoever, paypal.me/Yadov, YADDOF, paypal.me/Yadov, YADDOF. I love y'all. Y'all have a great day. I'm going to go to sleep. I cannot wait until I can actually create some ridiculous stuff for y'all. I love y'all. Have a great day.